back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Y'all, we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so don't play with us, because we ain't never been one of them. And if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It is free 99. And if you still don't subscribe, you a hater. Say that with your mama, because why she raised you like that? Period. So today, y'all, I'm actually going to be talking about being the fat girl in high school. I decided to do this video because y'all really like my series of the ugly fat friend. So I'm going to give you what happens when you are fat in high school, okay? Mind you guys, if you're new here, I used to be 326 pounds. Y'all done got on the scale and the lowest like 166 pounds when I got to San Antonio. So I said, babes, you're getting skinty. Like, what is going on? I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, y'all, I play so much. But anyway, so y'all, yes, I used to be a big girl. I'm gonna put pictures here like of before and then pictures of me now. Okay, so I've been through this. I've been big since I was young. Okay, so I was big in junior high school. I was big in high school, and I want to just tell y'all how they do big people in high school. Like, I kind of touched on it in the ugly fat friend video, but I didn't get all the way in details. Also, by the way, I have to plug this right away before we get into this video, but make sure you guys register for my workshop. You guys, it's March 30th, and it's all about food noise. So how to control food noise, how to control food addiction, how to have a more balanced diet and a healthy relationship with food. And it's going to be super cool. It's going to be over Google Meets. Anyone can come. It is virtual. It doesn't matter what state, what country, what city. I will be there. Y'all will be seeing me live in flesh, you know. And I will also have a PowerPoint. This PowerPoint is going to break down everything you need to do and know and activities we'll be doing. And then you'll be able to take that PowerPoint and actually use it as well to reflect and go back and look at. So it's yours to keep. Anyways, y'all, so let's get into it. So the biggest thing, y'all, about being the fat girl in high school is the fact that most big girls in high school do not date. Like, they do not have a boyfriend in high school. Personally, y'all, in my experience, I didn't have a boyfriend in high school. I didn't have a boyfriend in junior high school. I literally didn't get my first boyfriend until I was in college. So if there's girls watching this that's in high school, don't feel bad. Don't feel like, oh, nobody wants you. Babes, trust me. When you get to college and you get on those apps, you're gonna be highly surprised that many men want you. But I feel like in high school, they try to play it cool. Like, oh, I don't want to be with the big girl. Because in high school, they're joking on the big people. They're calling you fat. They're doing a lot of petty things for attention. But when you get older, you realize that, these men really do like big girls. These men like big women and all of that stuff. Like, but in high school, it really feels like nobody likes you. Like, nobody wants to take you to prom. No one wants to take you to homecoming. Like, yo, I literally never had a prom date. I never had a homecoming date. I kind of talked about this before, but this stay on my mind all the time. But I remember, y'all, I literally wanted to go to homecoming with this guy that went to my high school. And I told my cousin to go over to talk to him and, like, you know, just be like, oh, you know, Juana, da, da, da. Like, just try to casually talk to him and then try to sneak in if he would go to homecoming with me. So when my cousin went over there and was talking to him, blah, 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 she came back to me. Mind you, like, she was talking to him over here and I was over here. So it was, like, not that far. And then she told me, she came back, she was like, oh, like, I asked, or kind of told him, I didn't even get to ask him, and then he pointed to his backpack. He said, babes only. His backpack said, babes only. So he said I wasn't a baby. He said I was not a baby. Okay, so mind y'all though, when I was in high school, when I go back, I really glowed up. Not even just because of weight loss. Like, once I got out of high school, and even as a bigger girl, I was that girl. I was just like fine, like, you know. But mind you, he started following me on social. He still follows me on social to this day. And watching my stories and stuff like that. So I'm like, who the bad now? Who the bad now? And I think he started following me even when I was a BBW. I like my girl BBW. So I think low-key he liked BBWs, but he was trying to put up a front. And that's a big thing I experienced in high school. Is like, there'll be dudes that actually really like bigger women, but they will like act like they don't because they think it's like not cool, you can't fit in. And then I would always have guys, I don't know if y'all experience this, but I always have guys that would like flirt with me, like just because they know they can flirt with me, and then like it will make them feel good about themselves. Y'all used to have a crush on this man so bad. When I tell you, he probably could tell you like this girl was on my body. Like he literally used to flirt with me all the time, and then I would like flirt with him, and then like I'll be all giggly. Like he would break my days, but he didn't want me for real. Like he never tried to talk to me like that, or like be my man for real. But I was obsessed with him, y'all. I'd be writing his little name on the bunk bed at my cousin's house. We would be putting like, I love this person, or J plus this person, like, child, please. So I used to be doing that, and he would just flirt with me every day, like, oh, Joanna, want to talk to me, or da-da-da. Like, he would just be like, flirt with me, like, all that. But I would get tired of him because he was playing with my emotions, like, real bad. Because I think it's because I was a big girl, you know? So I remember one day was my final straw with this man, because let's see, you're not gonna play with me. You're not gonna keep playing with me. And, like I'm a fiddle, like I'm a game. So anyways, I remember like I had went up the stairs in the high school, and he had called me like, Joanna, like come here, da-da. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I'm good on you, I'm good. And then he like pulled my arm. He's like, Joanna, what's on? Like come talk to me, da-da. I'm like, bye. I was so over it. Like I'm not about to keep boosting your ego, like. And now that I go back and look, like he's still like kind of like my type, which is crazy because the first day I seen him on junior high school, I was like, oh, he's so ugly. Like I think God made me eat my words because I was like, oh, he's so ugly, da da da. But mind you, I came from the South, so like I don't even want to say what they thought was ugly, but it was just like they had certain standards of beauty, and that's what I was going based off, not just because he was actually ugly. You know what I mean? So I ended up liking him because he was so funny. Like he was a clown. He was literally the class clown. But yeah, he wasn't trying to take me serious. And I remember y'all one time, I would like feel so scared to tell a boy that I liked him. Like I would have to like message him on Facebook. I remember there was this white boy. I don't even know. This has turned into a whole dating in high school as a big girl or something like that. That's probably what it should be. But I remember this white boy, and I'm not afraid to say it now. I'm not embarrassed. I literally liked him. He was like a goth boy. Like, he was very gothy and like, yeah, very weird. I don't know why I liked this man, but I think I liked him because he was nice to me. And I used to feel like every man that's nice to me liked me or something. Or like, thought I was attractive. I don't know. So, anyhow, y'all, I messaged him on Facebook like, hey, I just like, you're a really cool person, but I just want you to know that like, I do like you and stuff. I don't know if you like me or not, da da da. And he pretty much told me that. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Joanna, like, you're super nice. Like, I don't really like you in that way, but I really do like you as a friend. He was super, super nice. And I was so hurt. I was like, no, it's hurting. It was hurting real bad. And I don't know why, because I'm like, first of all, I don't even like white boys like that. But when I was young, I did, y'all, because I had another little white crush when I was in junior high school. No, elementary. So I guess I kind of found them a little attractive. But now I just think it's so funny to me. So y'all, that had happened. So I was like, dang. And then I remember I had wrote this letter to this dude that I went to my junior high school, and I told him that I liked him, and like, you know, if he liked me, yes or no. This is so childish. This is childish. So he never responded. He was kind of like low-key, like ghosting me. Like he probably didn't fuck with me like that for real. So, but before that, we was hanging out. Mind you, back then, I literally had a lot of guy friends, and I was with the it crowd. I knew all the popular girls, all that type of stuff. So anyhow, and then when we got to high school, because he went to Rock State High School, he started trying to talk to me and stuff and hang out with me, and I just I started ignoring him. Just like you ignore me, I'm ignoring you. Baby, I used to be petty, like that. And I started feeling bad for him because he started like isolating himself and being alone and stuff, but I was like, oh, you wanted to ghost me when I told you I like you. Now you trying to be on my body. That ain't how it work. That ain't gonna work. So, y'all was in a constant cycle of no man really liking me in high school. People want to flirt with me just because they think, oh, it's gonna validate them. And then, literally, people talking and joking or saying fat jokes. Like, I tell you, I despise the movie Precious. Because, baby, the way they would call me Precious, baby, like, would make me so furious, baby, because I don't look like Precious at all, period. Please don't play with me, because I'm not one of them. But literally, they would call me like Precious. I remember this dude, like, he was like the popular dude that always dated like white women or whatever. And he was in the hallway one day and he said, Precious or something like that. And I was feeling so hurt, y'all. I was feeling so hurt. But I really got used to, I think once you go to high school and stuff, you get used to being called fat. So it'd be like, okay, what's next? What's next? But I noticed in high school, like I had a lot of friends. Like I had a lot of female friends and stuff like that. And I had male friends too. Like people knew me like, oh, hey, Joanna, hey, Joanna. And I know like people I went to junior high school with probably was like, why is this girl switching up? Like why she just ghosted all of us? Because I stopped talking to people. But I really felt like isolated from the dating world when I was a fat girl in high school. Now I don't know people's experiences now. Like maybe it might be better now because culturally things have changed. Before when I was in high school, like it was skinny was in, and I guess skinny is coming back in. I don't know. But when I was going to college, it was like thick was in. Like okay, BBLs, thick booty, all that type of stuff. So it started being more places you can get clothes from. Like you can get cute clothes from different places. Like you have different styles you could do. Like, but what I did love about myself in high school, y'all, is I still wore my hair whatever way I wanted to wear it. If I could put some pictures of me in high school, I'll put it in here. But I had cut my hair like pixie cut, kind of like in high school. But I kind of shaved my hair like to a fade, and then I had a blonde bang, baby. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. But I had a little blonde bang or whatever. And then I had times where I did natural, like I did my whole hair natural, and I would wear froze. Then I would do wigs. Like I was one of the girls like that was very creative. Like I knew how to do my own hair. Like I knew how to do makeup. Like now, mind you, the makeup I was doing, baby, wasn't that great. Because I was trying to do too much. Like now I'm one of them. Give me neutrals. But it made me feel like a little late bloomish, you know what I mean? Because I didn't have my first kiss. Y'all, I literally didn't have my first kiss or like lose my virginity till I was 21. Wait, no, I lied. That was a lie. I was 19. I was 19, y'all. I was 19. So, and that was in college. And this was my first. I'm burping so much. This is not cute. This was my first kiss. Was when I was 19. Like most people have their first kiss at like 12 or something. 13, I don't know. But it made me feel like a late bloomer. Like I had to learn everything. Like I, had to navigate dating and like relationships. And I think too that made me feel a little bit more like desperate. Like when I went into the dating era, because I kind of was like, oh my gosh, they like me. They want to talk to me. Like maybe I should just give them a chance. I just want y'all to know now, like if there's any girls watching me that are in high school, they just know that that's not going to be like that forever. Don't let other people's opinions form your opinion of yourself. So don't let them make you feel like, oh, I need to look a certain way or I need to do certain things. If that's what you want to do, you do it for yourself, but not for people. Because once you get out here, you're going to be happy, to be honest, that you waited. Because dating is like a whole process in itself. And I'm actually happy I waited to 19. Because mentally, I was not prepared in high school. But a lot of girls are usually in high school dating and stuff like that. But it also trickles into your college life, because sometimes guys will not take bigger women serious. They might just want to hang out with them or be casual or like put them in a situationship, instead of like actually valuing them and trying to build a committed relationship. That becomes a problem. And in high school, I had a guy spread a rumor about me of like, oh, I'm dating Joanna, da da da. And then somebody had came up to me and was like, and mind you, this dude did message me on Facebook before, so like I think he probably really did spread this rumor. Like he was kind of a weird dude, but he like spread a rumor around school like, oh, I'm dating Joanna, blah 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 blah. And so somebody asked me, oh, this person said he's dating you, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, like never. Maybe he's joking, So I kind of felt like a joke a lot in high school. Like I'm a joke, or you know what I mean? Like no one takes me serious, or people like to play with me. And so that threw me off, because I'm like, why are you spreading these type of rumors? Okay, like, you're sick in the head. And if y'all seen this man, like, you would know why I'm saying why you spending these type of rumors. So I don't know if he was being serious or he was trying to joke to like play with me or play on my name. So I always felt like I was like the guy's friends, you know, and not the person that the guys wanted to be with. And all my friends was having experiences of like dating and going to prom with people and going to homecoming with people, or like had their first kids, have done, you know, other things. And then I did switch my group of people, because honestly I would say that was more in junior high school. But when I got to high school, I started to hang out with the smart crew, like the people that are like IB classes, AP classes, that were very focused on school. I kind of switched up on everybody. All literally the popular people, I just stopped talking to them. Like, I ghosted them, because it's like, y'all not doing nothing with your life. But me, baby, I have to graduate high school. Because a big thing my mom used to tell me all the time, like, if you don't graduate high school, you ain't getting no job. That's what she's like, you're not getting a job, you don't graduate high school. Like, you need to make sure, because I used to play games in junior high school, baby. I used to get F's, baby. I used to get F's, D's get degrees, baby. I was not caring. I was at school for the social aspect, to talk, to have fun, to mingle, not to work. I never liked work, y'all. Nothing has changed much. I never liked work, never liked school at the time. And then when I got to high school, when my mom was like, oh, you're not going to get a job if you don't graduate high school. Like, you need to take this serious. When she had that conversation with me, I literally started taking education so serious, to the point that I started doing really good in high school. Like, just basic classes. I was like, I can't do these basic classes. I need AP, IB. So I started taking AP, IB classes, started going to college part-time while in high school, and then end up going to college right after school. So I really was focused on really being like the best person I could be. But I do think like that can be a big thing with like being overweight. Sometimes when you're like overweight or the big girl, you feel like you have to overcompensate in ways like you have to have a good job. You gotta dress right. Your hair gotta look good all the time. Your face has to look good. Your nails have to look a certain way. Like, you have to be consumed in your looks, because they already are looking that, okay, this girl is bigger. And the first thing they want to say is like, you're fat. So I didn't want people to say you're ugly. I didn't want nobody ever say you ugly. Ain't nobody ever told me I was ugly in my life. I'm sorry, and I'm a cocky shit. Even when I was looking wild in high school, like, nobody could say you're ugly, because that's never been the case. Nobody could say you're dumb, because that's never been the case. So I think when you are bigger, it's like you're always fighting to be the best at everything else, because all they can say about you is that you're big. And we're used to hearing that all the time. You stop caring about it. You stop caring about it. But I do think it takes a toll on literally experiencing things. Like, you experience things very late, and that's not always a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing. But when you're in high school, it feels like it's a bad thing. Like, it feels like all these other girls have dates, and all these other girls are doing this and that. Like, why not me? And I learned too in high school. I kept thinking in my head, like, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, I'm so fat. And I think back then I was like 200 some pounds, like 200 pounds, like, so I was heavier. But I didn't realize, like, okay, I'm not even an adult yet. Like, I'm not even an adult yet. Like, I can be bigger, which I did get bigger, because I had that mindset already that I'm already big, I'm already fat. Like, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna eat that, because I'm already big. It's not gonna make a difference. And I've heard this from a lot of bigger people. It's like they start having this mindset, and it actually starts making them spiral down the wrong road. Instead of saying like, okay, well, maybe I'm a little bit above average, but, you know, maybe I could try to do this. Now, another thing is, like, I think, you guys, I really want to work in the community one day, more like with helping like underserved neighborhoods become more healthy, and learning about health, learning about fitness, learning about food. Because when you live in a scarcity household where it's like your family don't have a lot of resources, it's very hard to navigate what foods you can eat, what foods you can afford. And if you come from a black household, a lot of black parents stick to the same stuff that they know, like the same type of food. They don't also usually eat healthy. Not all of them, but I'm saying majority of black households, especially the ones that are underserved or at scarcity, they do not eat healthy. So you have to eat what they give you, which is mostly processed food, greasy food, fried food, whatever. So anyhow, my plan is eventually in the future to be able to work with kids, be able to educate their parents, because it really starts with their parents, like what foods you can eat, how you can be on a budget in the grocery store, how you can use that EBT food stamps for the right food. You know what I mean? Like really educating them on like that aspect of life, because I feel like even when you have the tools and you know in your high school you're like, oh, I'm big, it still be hard for you to be like, okay, so what do I do? Like, what do I do about it? Because if nobody in your family is healthy, they can't teach you how to be healthy. And if nobody's going to sit here and buy you the groceries you need and actually support you, you're not going to do it. And so then you're going to start trying to do crash diets, and then it's just going to have an unhealthy relationship with food. So I do think it starts with the parents a lot. And this is why, another reason why I'm just going into a rant, but a lot of parents will just call their kids fat or like juicy, or they use like how do you say that, derogatory like language towards a kid. Oh yeah, you're chunky, or you're getting big, or like all that type of stuff to a child or to somebody in high school or junior high school. And it's like, well, you're the parent. You're the one supplying my food. You're the one letting me eat in certain ways. So I really do feel like obesity is because of parenting. Because of parenting and trauma. There's a whole thing about that. But in high school, y'all, I was trying to do crash diets. I was trying to I remember one summer I just ate a bunch of salads all the time. It's just not good. And then I would never want a salad ever again. I tried so many diets, so many things, and I just realized why it wasn't working when I became an adult. But a big thing was the mind. The way I would eat was because I was, in a very unstable household. And then I also felt like my household was out of control. And I also felt like I was out of control too. So, and I was able to just do whatever I wanted. There was no structure in my house. So I think a lot of parents got to acknowledge that it starts within the home. Stop blaming your kids for being obese. Stop calling your kids obese. Stop calling your kids fat. Stop calling your kids overweight. Stop making them feel bad about their weight. You need to make yourself feel bad about being the parent that doesn't control your child's eating or give them healthy options or help them through this. But nonetheless, I think my biggest things in high school affected me as being the fat kid in high school, fat girl in high school, the fat friend in high school was the dating aspect. Let's be honest. I think everything else, and then obviously being picked on. I didn't get picked on a lot in high school because I was well known. I knew a lot of people, but in junior high school, baby, they used to be laughing, saying stuff under their breath about me, oh yeah, Precious, and oh, Fat Albert, and y'all's childish. Okay, now looking at them, most of them bums, most of them look a mess. Most of them couldn't even step in a room with me. Most of them couldn't see me in life in general. So you gotta understand that these things are temporary too, because I do think that people in high school and junior high school they will make life decisions off of something that is temporary. High school and all that is 4 years, junior high school is 2 years. That's not gonna be your whole life. And just because people are teasing you, talking about you, bullying you, just understand that. Just know who you are, be confident, seek help if you can, seek therapy if you can, if your parents will let you, or talk to your school counselor. It just came a whole rant. But and understand that nothing lasts forever, because there's literally kids out here just unaliving themselves, let's say, for things that will never matter in the future. Okay? You're gonna get older, you can glow up, you can do whatever. These people will be miserable forever. You can change. And so, but don't change for others, change for yourself. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. And if y'all have questions or comments, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.